Welcome back to Media Day Live at GBTA Convention from Chicago's McCormick Place. We're back for our final hour with even more exciting breaking news and announcements. And joining me now from Delta Airlines is a longtime dear friend and colleague, Mr. Bob Somers, who is the Senior Vice President of Global Sales. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased to be here. It's another GBTA. Here we go.
Yes, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Well, you and I can talk shop all day, but we don't have that much time, so I will just jump right to it. Delta's got some exciting news on the sustainability front.
Right.
Can you share the news?
Yeah. So, for the last few years, our customers have really been speaking loud and clear to us about the importance of sustainability within their corporations, and obviously important to our corporations as well. We are doing everything we can to focus on the environment and the impact that we have. So there are many examples that we've done over the last, I'd say, 2 years. Probably the biggest example is we now have an executive over our sustainability program that oversees all channels at Delta. So she runs the show for us. And we've been leading the sustainability charge in the airline industry for quite some time. We were the first U.S. airline to offer carbon offsets to customers, and the only only major airline to cap carbon emissions at 2012 levels by purchasing offsets. And if you think about other things, we're the first major airline to recycle aluminum cans and paper, plastics, and take things off of the aircraft, including, from the aircraft. And if you think about how impactful that is, we've removed over 3 million pounds of aluminum off of the aircraft and waste off of the aircraft in that time. So in 2018, our sustainability team created what we call the Green Up team, which is a kind of an employee-led business resource group that is really focused on sustainability across all the company. And actually, they were the ones that came up with the idea for our upcycle program when we changed uniforms in our customer-facing world that changed the uniforms. The Green Up team was actually the ones that came up with the idea to upcycle those uniforms into many different products, as opposed to just sending them to the dump, if you will. So all those things are really, really important. Internally at Delta, the focus has never been more. I think, obviously from an aircraft perspective, our new aircraft technology is going to be amazing. It's obviously customer experience will be better, but the new engine technology on the A220s, A350s, and A330neos is far more fuel efficient and is really going to have a positive impact on what we're doing, especially over the airlines they're replacing, or the aircraft that they're replacing. And then last but not least, if you think about the stuff that makes the news the most, it's like removal of what we call single-use plastic items like stir sticks and wrappers and straws. We're removing those from all of our aircraft, from all of our sky clubs. That's on the heels in April 2018 when we made an announcement with the first airline to make an announcement and move plastic completely off of our international main cabin aircraft. And that alone has driven over 300,000 pounds of eliminating waste. So all that's very important, and I'm just doing the lead up to our announcement. We have obviously we're 100% focused on it. So Delta is, but so are our partners. So we are very excited to make a big announcement today that Delta and its joint venture partners, Air France, KLM, and Virgin Atlantic, are going to carbon offset more than 1,800 metric tons of emissions, covering over 15,000 flights on Air France, KLM, Delta, and Virgin Atlantic to and from Chicago this week between August 3rd and August 10th. We believe it's the first of its kind. It's the largest one I think GBTA has ever seen. It's the right thing to do. All the carriers have sustainability at the heart of what they're doing, and are also making it easier to offset carbon on our websites for our customers. And obviously, the carbon offset represents Delta's sustainability efforts, and where we want to have our goal is to reduce carbon emissions by 50% by 2050.
Wow.
So you can tell how big that is, and it's across the board.
Well, clearly a lot of effort and a lot of work has gone for many years at Delta on this front. What are some things you guys are doing to encourage customers to incorporate it into their agreements?
Yeah, so we've piloted built-in carbon offset programs with corporations and the corporate sales agreements. It's really exciting, especially when we put it out there, companies that have sustainability at the top of their list are really coming to us in droves. We've got some examples like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Columbia Sportswear, Merck, UCB Biopharmaceuticals. These are companies that within the context of our agreement, we offset emissions with them as well, do carbon offsets with them, and we both celebrate. I just was with a company last week where we had a very big celebration over how many tons of emissions we offset with that particular company in 2018. And we also have Stephanie Zhu, who's with me today, who's on our sustainability team, and she's going to join the GBTA's Sustainability and Responsibility Committee, just to make sure that we stay engaged from an industry perspective as well.
Excellent. Bob, always a pleasure to see you.
Thanks for your time.
Save a place on your dance card for me.
You got it. Good to
Great
see you,
to see
babe.
you. Thank you,
Take
Bob.
care.
Thanks for joining us live here at GBTA Studio Live.